All right, here we go. Mist Morse gets copied. This is what we've all been waiting for, man. We've been wanting to get this Mist Morse copied all day. Here we are doing our thing. And how about we just copy the Mist Morse one more time because we're absolutely degenerates. I'm surprised they're sticking around, man. Poor guy. This is definitely GG's though. All right, guys, we got a really fun list for you today. This one is for all of my meme lords out there. This is another extravagant replication deck. Absolutely love this card. You guys are very familiar with it here on the channel, I'm sure by now, but in case you're new here, we are playing this extravagant replication. This is what the deck is built around. It's an enchantment that allows you to copy other permanents on your battlefield every single turn, turning them into tokens. Now, we've gone way over the top with this card before and broken it with like doubling season and went completely haywire. Today, we're playing it in a little bit more of a fair manner. I just wanted to get something really solid for you guys today and a little bit more competitive. Speaking of though, I just wanted to say, if you're gonna, if being competitive is like your main goal here, definitely make a version of this that has Zur and focus more on that and not the replication. I'm playing the replication because it's a fun card and that's what I like to do here on the channel, is play some fun decks. So this is definitely a watered down version of a really good deck list that has Zur inside of it. It just works really well with the Mistmoors and whatnot. But today we're trying to meme, which is why I wanted to give you guys that warning before you go out and craft it. So this deck is trying to copy things like Overlord of the Mistmoors and the Overlord of the Hauntwoods. These are going to be our main targets here that we're copying with the extravagant replication every single turn. These are what's going to run away with the game. Now, what's really nice about this deck is because we have both Overlords in the deck and a really expensive enchantment, things like Beanstalk are really easy to trigger card draw. Not to mention, we have some really good removal spells and, bounce spells with this card as well. We got the new Rebuke from Foundations, which is a 5-mana spell which triggers the Beanstalk, but you really only pay 2 mana for it because we're really targeting tapped creatures. It destroys a target tapped creature at instant speed. We draw off the Beanstalk. Same goes with This Town Ain't Big Enough. We bounce one of our permanents back to our hand, bounce one of the opponent's permanents, and then we also get that card draw off the Beanstalk. Speaking of card draw, we got Caretaker's Talent. A lot of tokens means we get a lot of card draw. So card draw shouldn't be any issue here today. We got tons of ramp. We can copy the ramp tokens that we create off the Caretaker's Talent. But the really fun thing you can do is copy the Mistmoors and then copy it again with the Caretaker's Talent, which we did today. And that'll run away with the game really fast. So I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. It was a lot of fun playing this. And we've got some news here at the end of the video if you guys want to stick around for that and hear that nonsense. But enjoy the games and hopefully we'll see you back here at the very end. Peace out. All right, guys, here we go. We got a Bant list for you today that's working on copying things like our Mistmoors and Hauntwoods. This deck has been super fun so far. A little bit of ups, a little bit of downs, but we're trying to dial it in, and I think we've got it dialed now. Got a really good start here with the Authority, and we get mono red too, so that's nice. That's really nice. Let's go ahead and drop the Beanstalk for now. We got plenty of time, I think, to set up here. Let's draw some cards. Perfect. This has been really nice, though. The replication, we had a game where we went against Boros, and they had the Urbrask's Forge, and we ended up copying like 6 of these authorities, and it was really the game was unattainable for the opponent from that point. It was so funny. All right, we're gonna take you out. Perfect. Let's go. And then, yeah, sorry if you guys are tired of the replication or, we've already talked about it, the doubling season at this point, but I love those cards. They're some of my favorites, man, and I've been really enjoying them. So my apologies if it's something I've been playing a little bit too much, but I'm really enjoying myself with those cards. They're just really fun, over the top, funny, silly cards that are going to be staples here on the channel. I'm trying to think here. Do I want to bounce back my own thing here, or do I just want to bounce there? I mean, I don't have the mana for it. I'm gonna have to bounce back my own Authority here, so then I'll have to just recast it. So I think that's fine. Let's do it now because I want to recast this. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go, and then that will come back down, I'm sure, and it'll come in tapped and all that good stuff. So buying myself some time. Yeah, they're done. They don't even want to play anymore. The Authority of Councils is just a mono red and Boros destroyer. Nobody wants to see that at their aggro, so GG's, I guess. Oh man, this is a really tough situation with this hand. I think we keep it, but we have no green mana and we need double green sources to get down the Overlord, so we'll see how this pans out. Probably not very good. It typically doesn't, so We'll see. Is this really David Blaine's uncle? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. All right, here we go. Surveil. Oh, there's a green land. Perfect. We're done. We got it. Figured it out. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. Oh no, this deck. I'm so tired of this deck. All right, so this is probably going to be the Esper build that wants to, you know, fill up their graveyard and then reanimate everything all at once. We're going to need to see definitely our enchantment that taps everything, because that is going to give us all that life gain when it enters, which could save me. Assuming I'm correct about the deck, of course, but... Wow, I cannot believe we actually hit double green sources there back to back. That never happens. Okay, this is not what I thought it was. Is it? Target creature control gains hexproof. Okay, so they gave it to its own self. Are we just birds? Well, what is this thing? It's not a bird. This isn't a bird either. Okay, bird scout. I mean, these fly, so should we try to resolve this, or are we gonna get countered, do you think? I genuinely have no idea. Sorry, my dog is barking right now. I don't know if they run counter spells. This may be a really big mistake, but we'll see. Nice. All right, we got 2 blockers in the air. Looks like some more flash creatures probably from the opponent here on the end step, I'm guessing. Yep, it's fairies, and they're gonna tap down one of my flyers. My Sunfall is looking really good. Oh yeah, they're walking into a really bad Sunfall here. This might be an insta scoop, to be honest. I can't imagine they're gonna want to continue after this next play. They've only got 1 mana left over, so they can't really counter it. GG's, I think. And we get the authority of consoles, which is really great. And their last play is an eagle. Other creatures you control with flying get 1/1. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's do this. I know I could have played the Mistmoors for the full mana cost. I mean, there's a lot of things I could have done that turn. I probably could have slowed down and done a much more optimized turn there, but I'm in no reason. I mean, we can rush all we want because the opponent, they're pretty much beaten at this point. I don't know how they plan on coming back, to be honest. Especially when we have the ability here to bounce both of these back to their hand, which I think is exactly what I'm going to do. Well, let's do this actually. Draw 2. Okay, we get in for a lot. And then we do what? Let's play another authority here. And then let's just counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can pay 4. Okay, so we can only counter. GG's. Yeah, I mean, I was seeing if I could counter and copy a creature. If I could have copied the Mistmoors, that would have been so overpowered. But the opponent's deck really not doing it for me as far as matchups. I mean, I feel bad. That was just a really bad matchup, I feel like, for them. So GG's. All right, we're going first. Oh man, another hand with no green. Gosh, this one's worse than the last though. We're gonna send that away. Much better. We can rock with this. Let's go. I really want that, but I don't think I can afford keeping it just because we need to keep hitting land drops in order to get to enough mana to cast it. And it's mono red. Okay, great. At least we're going first. I guess that's a plus, right? That's good. Beanstalk again. That's a lot of card draw, not a lot of action. Not a lot of action here. Could really use my consults right about now. That's a flyer. Yep, that's a flyer. Show off. All right, let's do this. That way we can guarantee that our Mistmoors can come down next turn. We might even play This Town Ain't Big Enough now that I'm thinking about it, because we can get value out of that again to recast it. and I can bounce something back to their hand if they intend on pumping it up. Typically, if you're running a slick shot show off version of Monored, you're running a bunch of pump spells. That's typically how that works because they're trying to get it down and they're trying to blow you up in one turn. So we'll see. Felonious Rage is really annoying because that gives it haste. Okay. I was wondering why they were hesitant to attack there. Seemed like a no-brainer for Monored. Okay, so if I go Beanstalk here, I think. Should we go Beanstalk or should we try to draw a card here right away? I think it's Beanstalk. That's tough though. That's a great card. That is a fantastic card. All right, let's pass the turn. We're gonna draw 2 off of that too, so we'll see what happens here. I may still have to go with the bounce effect to reset the hero, because the hero, the bigger it is, the more damage it does when it dies. I'm thinking I'm gonna bounce that back to their hand, or dependent upon what they pump, obviously here. I guess I could do it pre-pump though. I could do it like now. 2 damage is still quite a bit in some cases. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bounce it. I don't think there's any benefit to killing it over bouncing it. It's totally fine either way. Yes, they overcommit. Let's go. They overcommit big time. Still gonna hurt though. Still gonna hurt very, very bad. Sunfall's nice. I need the life gain though, man. I really, really need the life gain. There it is. Got the life gain. And then we can't Sunfall. That's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. Should we Sunfall then and then let them play the mouse? What's the odds that they're gonna have another... What's the odds they're gonna have another way to give it haste? You know what I mean? I really don't know. I think I have to play this. That's another great card. I gotta keep it. Tough, man. Very, very tough. Okay. That's all I can do. All I can do is cast it, and I actually can draw into another one though, so we're gonna be able to play 2 of those. So yeah, I guess the Swift Spear and the Show Off are both gonna die here. That's really good. That's really good. All right, we want them to commit more. Commit more treason. Sure. Got anything else, buddy? I knew you did. I knew you did. Look at you. Look at you, Monored, doing Monored things. All right, now we get down to replication and we just start copying the life gain over and over again. That's gonna be the play. That is so the play. We'll drop the Pain Land, and I guess we definitely don't need Caretaker's... Well, Caretaker's Talent's actually really good here, isn't it? Guess we don't need a counterspell. Caretaker's Talent can copy whatever we copy, so this is actually going to be really good. Okay, we basically shut down Mono-Red with this consoles, though, because once we start making a bunch of copies of it, it's just going to, you know, benefit us more and more the more creatures they play, so... That's so good. All right, we Sunfall the board for sure. That might just be GG's. The opponent might concede here. Wouldn't be too surprised, honestly. I'm gonna go just get the talent down now. All right, let us cook, man. Here we go. Any creature is worth 2 life for me now. And it comes in tapped. Can't attack enemy. We love that. Copy it again. All right, now we can blow this up. Draw 2 more. I mean, this is just ridiculous. At this point in the game, I cannot believe they haven't conceded. It's got to be any moment now, right? And we get another authority. Oh my gosh, dude. So much life gain right there. I mean, that's not exactly how I intended on running the replication out. It was meant to copy the Mistmoors more so, but against red, I'll take it. Okay, our hand looks okay, I guess. Yeah, we can keep it. Hopefully we top deck some help. We need some beanstalks and stuff like that. I'll take it. It works. Not as well as a beanstalk would have worked with these, but we'll see what we can do here. Opponent on Izzet colors. Are we aggressive or what are we doing? Okay, trying to reanimate with the Abuela's Awakening, but it needs to be a permanent of like an artifact or enchantment, right? Yeah. So they're trying to reanimate an artifact or enchantment. I can only guess it's going to be the one that we all know and love. It's going to be the Omniscience. I really hope they don't find that. Omniscience on 4. So we got to be ready to bounce the Omniscience though. It comes back in as a 1/1 token, right? But is it an actual card or is it a token? Enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with X Spear. Okay, so it's going to be the actual card. So if I bounce it back to their hand, it still goes back to their hand to recast later. Something to think about. It's probably coming back this next turn. They don't have it though yet, do they? No. All right. We're not cooking very well here, but we are cooking. We're chugging along here with the Caretaker's Talent drawing us some cards here. Still think Beanstalk obviously would be a lot better, but they scryed to the bottom. Surprised they're not surveilling and they're scrying here. All right, we allow it. We'll do this, draw another card. Authorities, that's fine. That's not too good here in this matchup, unfortunately. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use this town ain't big enough to bounce the Hauntwoods back to our hand, as well as the Prankster to recast the Hauntwoods to draw more cards, keep hitting land drops, all that good stuff. Very synergistic. If you think about it, we only drew 3 lands here, but we've gotten 6 on the field, so Hauntwood's really pulling its weight here in this game. Mill 3 cards, return an instant of sorcery. Okay, you got it. Return up to 1 target artifact enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile top 2 cards of your library until end of turn. You may play those cards. That's pretty cool. That's actually really good with Omniscience. I can't even lie. All right, time to counter next turn. Absolutely time to counter. All right. Land is good. Yeah, I think we just use our counter spell here for 3 and then also copy. I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. And then we're gonna get a Caretaker's Talent draw, which is really good. Shut it down. They probably don't expect the counter spell from us being Bant colors, but today we are countering. And we still get to draw a card because of the copy, even though we didn't have enough mana to do all the steps. Let's just do it again. Nice. Hauntwoods is good. We'll probably get rid of the authority here. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, this is game. They're gonna try to reanimate it again because that's their win con here. If they can't get it on the battlefield, they lose the game. So thank goodness that we ran 3 steps ahead in this build. That was a very late addition, and it was specifically for Reanimator decks. So I'm glad that we were able to pull it off here. That'll do it. GG's to our friend here. Rebuke can go. GG's. Nice. All right, that was clean. That was very clean. And again, I'm super happy that we were able to hit all of our land drops, even though we didn't draw into any lands there. So good stuff. All right, we did just play another game you guys aren't going to see. The opponent took a couple mulligans and then instant conceded. So that's not going to make the cut. But this hand looks pretty good. Opponent's going first. Looks like it's going to be that Esper bouncing sort of deck. This deck is really annoying, I'm not gonna lie. If this is the deck I think it is, it's gonna be a lot of discarding and a lot of bouncing back and forth with the pixies and whatnot. Okay, it's not what I thought it was. They're doing some token stuff. All right, the Rebuke is actually really nice because that'll shut down their ability to get another doll, because the dolls require that it be another type of creature, right? A non-toy? Yeah. So looking good there. All All right, the opponent didn't play anything that turn. Let's just get this down and then start ramping. All right, let's hope for like a Beanstalk or Caretaker's Talent would be nice. One of those two. Sunfall's looking pretty good too right about now. Okay. All right, we're not too worried about this. They're off to a bit of a slower start. Rebuke, perfect. Okay, Rebuke is going to be a good answer for the Tamer. Definitely don't want that. We're looking for card draw. 6 cards that can draw us cards is what we're looking for here. Caretaker's Talent, Beanstalk. I'll take either one of them. And the opponent does Sheltered by Ghosts, which means I'm going to go here and here. Seems pretty good to me. Pretty happy with that. Doing a really good job right now of stalling for time until we can figure out what to do. I actually do really want to draw some cards off of this, but for now, I guess we get the Overlord down. Just that way we have a target to copy with the 3 steps ahead, as well as countering something. Assuming they don't have another Sheltered by Ghosts, of course. We'll see, though. All right, they're just trying to turn on the Doll Maker's shop here, getting another token. That's fine. We gain 1 life off of the Authority. Authority really keeping us in this one. This card is so overpowered right now in Standard. It's not even funny. All right, another land is pretty brutal, I can't lie. We're going to attack for sure. Let's get some damage going here. We're going to be winning this race with 6 power on the board. They choose to chump block. We get a land. Perfect. All right, so now we can draw, discard, and do the whole gambit, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Nah, we're short by 1, actually. What if I send this back? Non-land. Okay, I can't target that. Sure. You got it, buddy. Man, they're drawing so much off that Caretaker's Talent. That's literally going to be the difference maker in this game. I have a feeling we're going to lose this one strictly off of the card advantage that we're lacking right now. I almost feel like I need to run a full play set of both Caretakers and Beanstalks. All right, let's go with create a token and draw. Okay, another Hauntwoods. And a replication, I'll take it. Shoot, I'll take it. Let's have some fun. Let's get crazy. Why the heck not? Let's get crazy, man. Let's just keep copying the Hauntwoods and slamming through. I mean, there's not a whole lot they can do. I'm gonna have basically infinite mana once I do start drawing cards. I can kind of go crazy here. Overlord, and that's for the full cost. All right, yep, that's for the full cost. All right, we'll save this. Town ain't big enough for now. Do we save it? Is that the smart play, or do we bounce something here? I guess it depends, huh? Let's see what happens here on the second main phase. Yeah, I think we save it. My turn. Hauntwoods gets copied. And we draw a land. Oh my gosh. There's no way. Oh, you know what I need to add to the mana base here? That's a GG. So what I need to add to the mana base maybe is a couple of fountain ports. Fountain ports could be pretty good for us in case we get stuck in that position again. But do I really want to add more non-colored lands? That's a tricky one. I'll let you guys decide. All right, well, we got a Caretaker's Talent this time around and a couple of authorities. So I'm going to keep it, and hopefully this is good enough. We'll see. Opponent going first. All right. It's going to be another Azorius deck here, but we just saw an Azorius deck that was going a little bit more aggro. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully the authorities can play some role here. Okay, so this is going to be the Esper deck that looks to bounce, I think. The enchantments back and forth to and from the battlefield. Caretaker's Talent in hand, though, makes this so much better than the last game. I don't know how we're drawing so many lands. I think I'm only running 24 in this build in particular, so yeah, I don't know how we're getting that many. All right, is this the part where we start seeing some hand hate? Because there's those enchantments that come down and they hit your hand, the Nightmare. Is that what we're gonna see? Because typically it's gonna be the Nightmare and then they're gonna bounce it back to their hand with the enchantment bird and then so on and so forth. The Pixie. This deck has been literally everywhere. All right, we get the Caretaker's Talent down. It's a little bit of a do nothing turn, but that's fine. We're just kind of setting up for the future here. We're at 20 life, so no pressure coming in from the opponent yet. But the tracker's coming down. We're looking for Sunfall, I think. The card draw off the tracker is going to be pretty brutal. They're going to get a pretty good situation brewing with that. They're going to get a lot of card draw because we don't have a ton of removal for it right now. Just a bounce spell. I really hope they don't have the discarding effects yet, because if they do, like Hopeless Nightmare, I'm gonna be pretty bummed out because I don't want to drop anything from my hand. Everything looks pretty good. This town ain't big enough is probably the one thing I would drop, but I still don't want to drop it, you know? Interesting choice for them to just attack in here with their land. Saving all the spells. Even I was tapped out. I don't know if they were worried or something, but all right, this is kind of huge. I love that off the top for us here because we get the land, draw, we get another land, which is going to ramp us into that replication next turn. Huge. I think they're just trying to avoid me getting the life gain off of the authorities, so they're going to keep sending in the creature land, I think, but if that's the case, I definitely have time to set up this replication. We're about to go crazy on this next turn. Well, next two turns, because you have to take the turn off here to get the replication down. Man, this opponent taking their sweet, sweet time here to play their cards, that's for sure. No plays from the opponent is actually terrifying. Does that mean they're holding counter magic? It feels like that's the case, huh? Should I run this out just in case? I mean, no, because that's... No, we still got to do the replication, I think, because we have two of them, and if we get countered on anything, I hope it's actually the replication and not the Mistimors. Because without the Mistimors, replication doesn't do a whole lot. A couple Hauntwoods, but... Doesn't matter, it lands, which means there's some flash creature coming in here. Yep, tracker, makes sense. I get 2 life, though. Kind of huge for us. All right, are we attacking with the land as well? They are, okay. Just staying really aggressive. I can respect that, honestly, but I actually don't mind it at all because we're about to start really going in here. Oh, that's a card. That's a couple of good cards there. What do? Do I actually just, I think I actually just take these 2 creatures out. They're tapped out right now. Might as well, right? Might as well. No more card draw for them. I mean, they didn't even utilize it anyways. And then we can bounce as well. That's so good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're chilling right now. They got to rebuild their board state, and rebuilding their board state is only going to make me gain more life, so I don't think they want to do that too much, but they kind of have to. All right, the opponent really thinking about their play here. They decide on nowhere to run, which tells me they probably have another one. Is that what we're doing? Nowhere to run again? Or are we just trying to set it up to where you can attack him with the scavenger? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So let's just go ahead and get a reset here on your scavenger then, and we'll bounce this back to our hand for now. All right, let's copy our Caretaker's Talent. I want to draw more cards, actually. More cards. And then how about some Mistmore's action? And I'm actually just going to get both of these back in. I don't see why not. Leaves our bounce spell available also. All right, sounds good. We get the Hauntwoods in, and then the Mistmore's is down as an enchantment now, which is pretty, you know, insulated and protected pretty well, and the replication can copy it pretty freely here. 3 life per creature they play. That's nothing but value for me. Dude, the authority of consoles, I'm telling you, is probably, if you're on the other side of this, if you're the opponent, they're probably just screaming at their PC right now. Like, I would hate that, dude. It's like, it basically locked them out of the game here. Man, we're having a really good run right now. I thought this deck would definitely drop a handful of games for us, but we're on a pretty darn good run at the moment. I've been working on it for a long time today, so I mean, we lost some early on, but I made those adjustments, made the put the counter spells in here that seem to be working pretty well, especially for Reanimator. All right, more life gain for us. All right, here's the part where the opponent is probably going to concede. Oh, they're going to go Pixie here. More life gain for us. I mean, they put us all the way back up to 20 almost here. What are they going to return back to their hand here? The talent? Yeah, this deck is really annoying, though. I may end up making a video on this deck in particular on Monday, so be on the lookout for that, because this thing has been all over standard ladder, and I don't know where it came from. I got to do my research to find out, but I'm guessing somebody either did really well at a tournament with it, or somebody made a video or something, but this deck has been everywhere. All right, here we go. Mist Morse gets copied. This is what we've all been waiting for, man. We've been wanting to get this Mist Morse copied all day. Here we are doing our thing. And how about we just copy the Mist Morse one more time, because we're absolutely degenerates. I'm surprised they're sticking around, man. Poor guy. This is definitely GG's, though. All right. Do we beanstalk here? Nah. Nah, we say go. I am really surprised they stuck around. They gotta have a sweeper here, right? Gotta have a sweeper. No, GG's. I mean, next turn we were gonna copy the replication too, which was gonna get out of hand really quick, so let's go, dude. Okay, we are going first. Wow, this hand looks really good. This looks like another easy win here, man. I mean, obviously depending upon what happens on the game, but if this hand doesn't get much better than this hand doesn't get much better. I mean, another green source would have been really nice, but other than that, we're looking good here. Ooh, Dimir Toxic. This might be a bad matchup for us, because we're not very aggro, and I feel like Dimir Toxic's only weakness really is aggro. People trying to go really fast and get underneath them before they get the 10 poison counters. We might be in for one here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they've already got 2 poison counters on us. Now 3, because this is going on tap. That's a guaranteed 1 here. All right, looks like we've been stopped dead in our tracks here. We had such a good starting hand too. This is what matchups are all about, though, man. This is one matchup we were not prepared to see. Prepared for, I should say, because I did expect to see it. This deck has been all over the place as well. That's fine. Man. All right, let's take the extra card draw here. Come on. I mean, it draws me 2 cards. I'll take it, and it blocks. And it blocks. Is it getting countered, though? Probably getting countered, right? I needed a land there. That's okay. Oh, it resolves. Wow. Didn't expect that. Oh, we're on the board. I will make the trades needed here. Yeah, if you guys want to play a really good deck, like climb the ladder right now, I feel like Dimir Toxic is actually a really good option. Wow, a lot of kill spells in their hand, I'm guessing. Yep, that's it's pretty brutal. At least that one didn't proliferate. It looks like they didn't proliferate my Hauntwoods, I don't think. Come on, lands. Wow, we're missing land drops like crazy. This game is over. No way. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, well, that just goes to show you, no matter how good of a start you have, doesn't really matter. It's how you finish, right? Not how you start, how you finish. And we did not finish very well here. That's okay. We had a good run. I mean, we had a stellar run, honestly, before this L, so. All right. I don't know why they played that Skull Dweller first, but a little bit of a show-off play there. GG's to the opponent. Crushed us, man. Absolutely crushed us. We stood no chance. Okay, we got the opponent going first here. We got Beanstalk, Hauntwoods, double green. All right, we're keeping this. All we need is one more land. Okay, and we see the Nightmare come down right away. Could be discarding pretty heavily here. Let's go ahead and lose one of these for now. Are we the Esper build that we just went against? Or are we just mono black? Looking like mono black. Okay. Which means I think this can go. I need everything that can draw me cards or trigger me some sort of card draw, which are all my 5 mana or more spells. Perfect. Let's go. We got to land. That's what we needed. We can drop the Sunfall here, I'm guessing. That's fine. Yep, I figured as much. Nothing very good for them to play from the graveyard here, unless they can pay the impending cost on this, which I don't think they can. All right, let's go ahead and get this down. Might go double Beanstalk here on the next turn, or maybe I just go Caretaker's Talent here and copy the land. Maybe that's the play. They can pay the impending cost. Nice. I wasn't sure if they could or not with the pickpocket, but it looks like they can. All right, so we play this, and then we can also Beanstalk because we can pay the 1 mana here, get the extra land, and play the Beanstalk. All right, so card draw is not going to be any issue for us at all in this game, which is fantastic based on the matchup. I'm not worried about it at all now. This is awesome. I'm pretty sure we got this win because of that. We're pretty much hard countering what they're trying to do here. Oh, man. All right, well, they're going to get the Mistmoors now. That's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. We needed that. All right, Caretaker number 2. Maybe. I do like having the Rebuke here too, because it draws me 2 more cards as well. We're gonna go with the land being copied. So much mana. I love it, man. I love being able to ramp this heavily with this deck, man. Being able to ramp and being able to draw cards are 2 of some of the most amazing things you can do in Magic, and it just feels so good when it's going smoothly for you like that. And we're getting both effects right now. Yeah, we can play the Authority. We have mana to do that. All right, and then we rebuke the Warlock. Actually, they're probably gonna try to steal my Mistmoors. I don't know why my nose started itching, guys. Sorry. Oh, that's such a bummer because now we have to use this on the bat. That's so annoying. Hey, but we're at least blessed enough that the bat comes in tapped, right? So, because if it didn't, I wouldn't be able to use that spell. All right, well, they can't really steal anything now. They can't pay the impending on the Overlord, so that's good. Do they have another land? That'd be hilarious if they didn't play it. Okay. All right, looks like we're gonna have to draw 2 and discard, which is such a bummer. We drew so bad here. Come on now. Okay, good. I'll take it. I will take that. All right, pass the turn. What if they play another bat though, man? What if I want to get rid of it now? Dude, I don't know. I guess we can counter the bat. Whoa, buddy. Do I let him do that? 3, 4. I guess I can just copy it. That'll work. That'll work nicely. Nice try, pal. All right, we got a good block. Ugh, come on. You're annoying me. Sure. I mean, I guess it's to be expected. It's mono black after all. All right, we rebuke the pickpocket. I rebuke you. Get out of here. Sunfall. I guess Sunfall can trigger another draw too, which is good. Actually, it draws 4. Dude, a Sunfall that also draws you 4 with no extra mana commitment is busted. Peep this. I mean, what do you do if you're the opponent here? You got to scoop, right? You're a discard opponent, and I'm discarding the hand size at this point. Like, that's kind of silly. Yeah, I continue to draw, my friend. Dude, what is going on, though, with these top decks? Like, surely these are not real top decks. Look at our hand. That's so gross. We definitely don't need another Beanstalk, but that replication is wild. Yeah, I mean, if you're a discard player and this is what you're staring down, it's got to feel pretty bad, right? But if they only knew what my hand actually looked like, they probably wouldn't be so scared. All right, so they're going to do some scrying here on top. Do they keep any cards on top? 1 to the top. They like what they saw. 1, 2, 3. I guess I should have threw away these 2 lands. They actually come in tapped as well. Sure. You can have it. That's the card they decided to keep on top. I mean, we're gonna keep on drawing cards, man. Like, I think you should probably give up on the whole discarding effect stuff. We should probably focus a little bit more on trying to figure out a way to kill me. All right, replication comes in, and we're about to make their day really, really bad starting now, if it hasn't already been looking pretty bad. All right, you got 1 more turn. What are we gonna do with it? We got 1 card in hand. That's not good. Shieldred's pretty good, but it comes in tapped. Shieldred comes in tapped. Brutal. And I am gonna bounce it, because if I don't, well, I guess we're gonna draw 2 off of this by copying this, but I would draw 2 off of this if I bounced it. Yeah, let's cancel that bounce. It's the same thing either way. Either way, same thing. All right. And then we pump the field again with our other caretaker talent, and then we just run them over for like 50. Not 50, but a lot. A lot of damage. You got it. Draw. Pretty close, though. Shieldred was probably one of the better things they could have top decked there for sure. I mean, pumping these things was a little bit overkill. I guess I should have just swung in there. Saved us some time, but I mean, I respect the opponent for sticking all the way to the very end. I'll tell you that much. I do like that. So GG's, opponents. It was very fun playing against you. And yeah, unfortunately, we just drew all of our all of our draw spells. So can't beat us with mono black discard, that's for sure. All right, guys, that does it for today's video, but we're going to talk here for a few more minutes about things going on here on the channel for the next couple of minutes. But before I do that, I just want to say I really enjoyed today's deck list. And again, I wouldn't really advise anybody crafting this one over, like, let's say a Zur deck. Zur has been really powerful with the enchantment meta, with the Beanstalk meta. So I still think that's a better way to go if you're going to craft something for ranking up. But if you want to have some fun with replication, this is a good way to do it. I love the card a lot. And yeah, I'm just really happy with the way Authority of Consuls really worked in this deck. And really, in general, I haven't played the card at all yet. So it was really cool to see it thrive here today. And even the videos that we didn't record, that we were kind of playtesting with, we hit the Urbrask's Forge with it, and it was so much fun. So I really like the card a lot. And the deck was really fun. But yeah, again, maybe stick to Zerd just if you guys want to do a little bit better on the ladder. That's all I got to say about that one. But hope you enjoyed the journey with me and having some fun. But yeah, so one more thing I wanted to talk about. I think we're going to have a video tomorrow. The video is going to be in at least what I'm thinking and what I'm envisioning here. It may or may not happen, but I'm going to try my best. it's a new year, new me. I'm trying to do some resolution stuff. I want to output more content for you guys here on the channel. I really want to push this thing forward as hard as I can because I'm trying to plan on quitting my day job in a couple of months, I'm hoping. So it's a bit scary for me. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make the channel more profitable and push forward more content for you guys. And that way everybody's winning. And so I'm thinking we're going to try to do 7 days a week coming up soon. Saturdays are going to probably be like a members only type video that I want to do that I've been dying to do for a long time. And they're pretty easily replicated, I feel like. So we're gonna try to pump maybe something out for our members only that'll release to the general public on the channel a week later. That way members get some sort of perk and benefits for being a member of the channel. That way we can get back to you guys. And then Sundays, I want to try doing some Brawl again. I really enjoyed Brawl. I got away from Brawl for a little while because of time management and stuff, but I want to try to do a Brawl deck every Sunday maybe, but we'll see. That is still up in the air. We still got things like draft that I wanted to do. I want to try historic and stuff like that as well. So we'll see, but I definitely want to try to get you guys a video tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. But thanks for listening to me yap as always at the end of the video. So appreciate you for sticking all the way through to the very end. Wish me luck on holding myself accountable to those things. And yeah, we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If not, we'll see you Sunday or Monday. And huge thank you as always to the Monored Mob. If you guys don't know, that is the membership program on the channel. It's called the Monored Mob, and that's what we were just talking about. These people help support me monetarily every month, so we want to try to get back to you guys and just say thank you at the end of every video. And I appreciate you very, very much for everything you do for me. And hopefully you guys will get some special videos soon. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't